Welcome everyone, thank you guys for joining. Get this round 3 underway. We've already got some guys on the back straight. Tamer coming down to the hairpin now. About to start his flying lap. Up running here. Go quick. Okay, so far Tamer Curve was fastest through the first sector, but it looks like we have stuff. But Tamer Curve so far with the 1 minute 30.1 is his fastest lap. He's trying to see who's going to be the next one across the line. We've got Wheatflix here with the 1 minute 34.9. And we've got Raiku-san with the 1 minute 34.9. And then we've got another Wheatflix here. This is crazy stuff, I don't know. Okay, so Not Nats came in with a 1 minute 35.2. Grenade with a 1 minute 34.3. I believe this is Gary Braden, and then this is the actual Wheatflix. We just call it Wheatflix. And he goes over the line with 1 minute 38.1, but I think his starting lap was a bit of a problematic start because he was off track at the beginning. We're following the hash of Savas Greece now, as he's on his way to finish sector 2 and 52.7 as he crosses the sector. sector, and he actually had a purple in the middle sector. So let's see what he can do down the back straight. Very long straight in sector 3. DRS wide open when it comes to the braking point. Turns into the hairpin, nice and easy, hitting the apexes perfectly. Final corner, looks like it was a bit sideways. I think it was just a game. And he did a perfect final sector as well. So that puts him second with a 1:33.2. That's very close behind Tamer Curve. Okay, let's see. So we've got Whistler still in the pit, Carrot in the Jakes, Economic Berry out on track. Got yellow flags, is that? Oh my word, the Ferrari of Bearded Llama having a very slow outrun. They've got Ferrari also out on track. But a very across the line with a 1:36.3 the Alpha. Bearded Llama into the tile. What is going on? Hey, with Furia, it looks like he had a purple first sector. Hello? Yes, I'll do that. No problem. Say again? Yes, yeah, no, I've got it. I'll quickly send you an invite, don't worry. Cool, man. Just go back to the game. To the game. This is going to invite the guy back to the game. Oh my word. There's some strange stuff happening in this game today. Gary, okay, I've also got you not on the list, but I've got Wheatbix's name twice on the list. So it's just probably a glitch in the game. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna try again now. Because when I tried sending an invite, it didn't give me the option to give you an invite. So I'm gonna try now because you said you had to restart the game. I'm just scrolling down. Are you in someone's party? See if you can join someone's party and let them quickly send a party invite, because I can't invite to game. It just blanks out the option. I'm not sure why. Yes, okay, I'll quickly ask him to send an invite. Thanks, man. Okay. Okay. But Jake's out on track when he does. He's flying lap. Famous corner this for the ORLSA. I believe it was, I don't remember if it was 2000. It was either between 2014 and 2016 where they, during practice, or it could have been even a race. The ORLSA driver came down the back straight, hitting the brakes at both front wheels. The car completely. I'm sorry about that. Basically, this doesn't finally manage to race again. We can go back to qualifying. Okay. We're quickly going to run down the order. We've got Tamer Curve currently at the front, with Savas in second place, Furi in third. So this is only qualifying one, so everyone in any case qualifies for for the second part of qualifying. So these guys are just taking this time to learn the track, check how they can improve their times and things like that. So I don't think any of them has been pushing at all. And another thing that's been brought up was Whitflick's name being on the leaderboard twice. We believe it's just a glitch because he is actually in the horse. That's very slow here. I believe he is out of fuel, probably, or he's just this is the outlap, so he's just warming up or taking his time. I think he's going to be able to do another lap if this is his outlap. There's 20 seconds left, and the back straight is almost like 20 seconds long, so he'll definitely not make it through. Do another lap, not net. Yeah, as I was saying, so the game is definitely glitchy because in the pink car, the racing point, we've actually got Gary Braden and not Whitflick. And this is just a bit of a glitch. I think everyone is just confused as to how this is happening. Still going very slow across the back straight now. I still have Tamer Curve with the top time of 133.1. Bickley Disc eventually back on track in the Mercedes. See what he can do. Oh, he has another time. Is he able to still get through to the qualifying? We hope so. It would be unfortunate if they don't get through. Let's see. Very actually. Yeah. 35.7. Game is definitely freaking out. Okay, so we're carrying on to the place. I'm so confused. What happened to Economic Berry? And he's probably going to not be able to start the race due to losing or being close to. So confusing. I'm not sure what's happening with this lobby. It's just way confusing. Nope. Also not able to invite him. And now it says Gary has left the session. Everyone is leaving the session. What's going on? Oh, word. Crave, I don't know what's going on in the game, man. Everyone is leaving the session now. I've got no idea what's happening, dude. This is just crazy. I think we're still busy with qualifying. I think I'm gonna restart the game. Let everyone join in on a new lobby. If I can at least, it's I can't invite anyone to. I've got no idea. Yeah, guys, I think we restart the game. We do short quali. Yeah, Dean, I don't know. It's just this game is freaking weird as fuck, dude. It's just as you saw now, I can't invite anyone back to the game. The guys is having the wrong names. I've got no idea. So what I'll do is we're only 15 guys. We'll have a short quali with the full race. Then allow me to. I'm still bamboozled by what is going on. There's Gary in a multi. He was kicked. I've got no. Crave, just please let the guys know that we are restarting the lobby. Mine as well. Craved, it doesn't look like I've got Zunaid as a friend here for some reason. Or he's showing offline, or did he change? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. But I'm not seeing him as a friend. If you can just, as soon as you are in, just invite him to the game. I'll make sure to add him as a friend. I don't see him. Crazy, I'm sure I had him as a friend previously, unless he blocked me. This is crazy. But there was definitely a big issue with the game. Showed Gary Braden with your name as well, so we had two of you racing around the track. It was just crazy. Grave, just bring it under the attention of the rest of the guys. Well, I see there's still a couple of guys thinking they're racing on the other lobby. I think Savas is one of them. Savas. All racing. Where to own. Okay, so it's just little sticky this that you are waiting. Not sickly, Savas, can someone where's your name? Oh. Okay, so we're waiting for two then, Grave. Maybe join Savas's party and just make sure he gets the new invite. I've sent him 2 invites. Yeah, I forgot Savas and just Savas and Junaid that I'm waiting for now. Invite Savas. Craved, how far is Junaid from joining? So I'm Zunaid is in as well. Yes. Okay, so now I can go spectate and the rest can ready up. Okay. Ready up. Let's hope for a better start. Okay, finally. Let's see. This time Gary Braden has got his own name. Okay, that's good news. So we're doing a short qualifying. It's 18 minutes long. And then straight after the qualifying, it's race time. $15. Nice. You guys. No. Salvage. Okay, so who's that? Who's the first one to blink? It is Bearded Llama in the Ferrari. 69. And then ORLSA following him out. Who's going to be the next one to blink? Oh, there's 3 guys coming out, one after the other. Oh, 4. We've got Raiku-san, Tamer Curve. Who else? And Dean out on track. That is Zunaid as well joined now. Gary also out on track. It's going to be a busy time now out on track. Just a little bit of corner cut in there. Already a red flag in his lap. Okay, so we've got Wheatpix as we call him, in the Haas. This one is out there. We've still got a couple of guys in the pit. We've got Savas in the pit, Carrot still in the pit, Jakes, Berry. Okay, so not that's just came out of the pits now. Hey, let's see the jump on board with Bearded as he comes through the hairpin up to the final corner. It's the DRS detection, opening the DRS, crossing the line to start his flying lap. Let's see what he can do. Oh, and he bins it on the outside of turn 1. Okay, so I'm going to jump on board. Who is it? It is starting his lap now, so I'm going to jump on board with Whistler in the McLaren. Currently in sector 2. See what it is. In his yellow helmet. Yellow flag. That's a blue car. There's other Jakes. Sickly disc, no it wasn't. So then it was Raikko's-san. Raikko's-san has lost his front wing, the final corner. Well, actually not the final corner. This is the exit at the first sector. So that is unfortunate. Gonna have to go back to the pit. So we were on board with Whistler. Whistler actually puts up the fast lap. I'm number 34.8. And then we've got an Alpha coming out of the pits. That could be Economic Berry. Timer curve 1 minute 36.021. Dean with a 34.127. The lap time is coming in thick and fast now. We've got Wheatbix with a 1:36.5. Gary Braden with a 1 minute 33.774. Let's see. Right, we're going to the pits. Jake's on a fast lap. Sickly disc with a 1 minute 32.189. Currently the fastest on track by over a second. More like a second and a half. Stanton coming over the line now to start a lap. Oh, he actually finished the lap, 1 minute 35.9. Oh, Raikko's-san actually stayed out on track. Why did he not go into the pits to fix his wing? As we join on Savas Grease, he got out of the final corner sideways and slammed straight into the barrier. That cost him a lot of time. Well, he's only starting his flying lap now, but he's going to have to come into the pits now, get a new wing going. And we've got Jakes with the 1 minute 34.067. It's very close between third and fourth places. Daniel, thank you so much for the follow, man. Welcome to the Ice Cube family, helping making the world cooler one ice cube at a time. So we've got Berry now coming down the back straight. Something that was brought on attention. Some guys able to join back if they DC out. Okay, so Barrett has been added as a friend, so you can join back. And still Raikko's-san is going around the track with the broken front wing. His last lap was 1 minute 59.8. I'm not sure why he's not going. He goes straight off track. definitely not sure why he is staying on top. He's definitely impeding a couple of guys. It's fast lap. Savas now into the pits, getting a new win. We've got Bearded Lama now out. And we've got Free also out on track. There's only 9 minutes left in this qualifying. Getting rid of the box there, guys. I see it's been trending a bit in the Twitter world. Okay, so it seems that Bearded Llama actually went second with a 133.6. Still over 1 second away from Sickly. So at this stage, Sickly is definitely the guy on the move. Okay, so Raikusan finally into the pits. We've got Savas Grease actually on a fast lap, coming over the line at the first sector. 24.8, I believe it was. Very tricky sector, this sector 2. Double left-hander coming up onto the very short straight to the end of sector 2. 53.107. Very long right hander leads up, builds up, and speeds down the back straight here. Very long back straight. As he hits the DRS zone, he goes for 1 minute 11 seconds. He hits the apex of the hairpin at 1 minute 21, so it's definitely just a very long stroke coming through the final corner. This time not losing it, doing 1 minute 33.4, second fastest lap. Gary hitting the pits now. Let's see, we've got Dean on a lap. Very slow sector 1. 24.7 from Carrot. The first sector, let's see the second sector, 53.5. It's 0.155 slower than his previous lap. Let's see what he does. Coming up to the back straight now. DRS open, 8 here, 335 almost, 336 as he hits the brakes, hitting the apex. Nice and coming up to the final corner. Oh, he goes straight into the pits. Unexpected. We've got Dean now on the final corner of the back straight. Sebas doing another lap. No, he's not going to go. Got Whistler on an out lap. Let's see what Dean does on this lap as he comes across the line now. The 1 minute 34.057 is a very good lap from him. Jake's in the pits, Garrett in the pits, and Aiden in the pit. Tamer Curve that just started a lap. Let's see what he can do. Finishing the first sector with a... Oh, he's almost a second up on his time. Oh, it's expected because his previous time was on the mediums and he's currently on the softs. So let's see what he can do during the during this lap. Coming over to the end of sector 2, heading up to the back straight now. Very long right-hander. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1 and sector 2. A brief on the map. DRS open. 334, I believe, on the across the line now with a fastest lap, 1 minute 31.9. He's just laid down the marker. Sickly in the pit. Sickly is probably going to come out now. He can't let that slide. Berry now on a lap as he comes across the first sector. And he is almost half a second slower than his previous lap. Sabas in the out lap. Most guys is... Okay, so we've got Whistler coming over the line in third place, 1 minute 33.020. Gary just started a lap. I believe it's Whistler that just went off track to get out of the way of Gary Braden. Let's see as he comes across. Oh, he's up. He's up by 0.136 of a second. That will just move him up to about 5th place for now. Let's see what he can do to the end of this lap. Currently in sector 2. About to finish sector 2. What is his time? He's up by 0.234. That could move him up to 4th place. He needs a half a second if he's going to touch the top 3. Because that's currently his aim, is probably to beat Whistler in 3rd place. The Sickly disc is just out of reach, and Sickly still in the pit, so he's not going to try and go for 1st place. Let's see what Gary does on coming across the line now. 1 minute 33.15 puts him in 4th place. Savas was having a good... Oh, he was having a good lap. He was up by almost half a second. That would have put him in 3rd position, but he went way too wide on the exit just before the long straight. It could still be a very good lap for him, or a better lap. He just needs 0.1 of a second to improve. see what he does coming across the line. Oh, he stays in 6th place. Got Carrot on a fast lap now. Carrot barely faster. Got Bearded Llama with a 3rd place with 1 minute 32.6. Let's see as Carrot comes fast to finish sector 2. What his time's gonna be. Skunk, how you doing, man? Thanks for dropping in. Oh, he's half a second slower. Okay. Oh, Jakes is on a flyer. What is Jakes doing? He's almost a second up on his best time. But I think he slowed down. He is not doing a fast lap now. Yeah, he goes straight into the pits. Okay, so the only Carrot that still needs to finish. Let's see if Carrot can bring something out of the bag. No, also going straight into the pits. Yeah, so that's qualifying done. Tamer curve with top spot. 1 minute 31.9. A very good lap from him. We're just waiting for Tamer to run down. As you guys have it there, Tamer curve first, 1 minute 31.9. Sickly Disc with a 1 minute 32 in second, and Bearded Llama with a 1 minute 32.6 in 3rd place, just beating Whistler mark almost half a second there. And Gary Braden with a very good lap at the end, putting himself in 5th place. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the race goes from here. These guys are probably going to take a quick 5-minute break. As they're ready up for the race. The calm before the storm. Nothing happened. This 5-minute break is going to ages. Some of these gamer tags are funny, you say. Well, I definitely have to agree with that. I think my favorite from this, well, the weirdest one from this list, will be bearded llama, I believe. I don't know. It's either bearded llama or sickly disc. Because I mean, if I think of sickly disc, um, it takes me back to a taxi that needs new brake discs. You know, I don't know. Savas Greece. I think he's a called name with a what do you? The name everyone calls him is Savas, and he is from Greece. So he's just making it plain and simple. He is from Greece. Yeah, well, I have to say another funny one is carrot. Not a lot of people like carrots, self included. So yeah, it's weird to have a name like that. And at the top you'll see Bitflex. It's actually a German. He lives in Germany. We all call him Whitpix. It's short, better, easier. Yeah. I'd like to know how these guys came up with their names. I'll have to ask them. Because most people, when they choose their gamer tags, there is a backstory included. Like, it's something they grew up with, something like that. So, I believe probably that Bearded Llama was the game. Well, no, it couldn't. It could have been that the that the Xbox gave him that name. He's like, stick with it. One could actually be Sickly Disc, but I can't see him be born in the what birthday? 9? I don't know. Economic Berry 31. Well, he could be 31 years old. Could have been when he created. So yeah, maybe a couple of these names was given to them by the Xbox. We'll never know. We'll try and find out. It would be good to have a backstory connected to the names. Just waiting for 5 to run out so we can start the race. Let's see. These guys quickly having a banter in the WhatsApp. Okay, so Tamer Curve, you say the Xbox gave you the name Tamer Curve. You just started living with it. Good to know. Actually owned up to it. That's good. That's very good. Definitely interesting to find out. I'm just quickly checking. I think we still need to give the guys a minute or so, Craved. If I'm right, No, you can start. I'm thinking of a 10-minute break. Yeah, you can start the race, buddy. It was, I think Gary asked or set up the break at 32 minutes past 9. Yeah, so we can start, buddy. You can ready up. These guys should be ready to go now. And catch the start. 10 seconds. You're the only one that readied up. Thanks, man. They should actually have the host be able to force start these in. Okay. This is now the warm-up lap. Let's see. Okay, so the Cycli Disc in second, Bearded Llama and the Ferrari in third. Whistler already trying to see where he can get past Bearded Llama once the race gets underway. We've got Gary Braden in 5th place in the Racing Point. Economic Berry in the Alpha in 6th place. Savas in 7th. We've got Carrot in 8th. Dean in the McLaren in 9th. We've got then the first Toro Rosso in 10th place, driven by Jakes. Ferrari in the Reynolds. Oh, someone is lagging badly. Ferrari in the Reynolds in 11th. Zunaid in the other Red Bull, currently in 12th place. And then we've got Wheatpix in 13th. Raikusan in 14th in the other Toro Rosso. And then bringing up the back end is Notnats. Gary, you say you had the audio on mute. Oh my word, so you were thinking there was no audio to the game. Meantime, it was you. Naughty boy. Okay, I'm gonna jump on board with Carrot from the start. Oh, we've got, who's this? Economic Berry with a ghosted car. Might have lagged out of the game, but he can definitely join back in again. Oh. There we go. 5 lights. Off they go. Bearded Llama with a very slow start. Carrot already finding himself. Oh, and we've got contact between the Ferrari of Bearded Llama and Savas Grease. No, it wasn't Savas. Yeah, it was Savas in the Haas. So safety cars out. These two guys can be very glad for the safety car coming out. Whistler for the win, so we've got some fans here for Whistler. Well, Whistler is currently finding himself in 3rd place, under attack from Economic Berry. Let's see if we can see what the changes is. Position changes. So far we've got Bearded Llama with 12 positions lost and Savas with 7, but that is due to their incident. They can be so lucky that they did not lose any tires. We've got Raikusan made up 1 position. Dunade staying in 12th. Weet-Bix with 2 spots. And the big winner so far is Notnats with 5 places gained. So just to give you guys a bit of a backstory here, so we've had 1 full season of Formula 1 2019 and 21 races in that season without any safety, not one. We've had the second season, this is only the 3rd race, and I think we've seen the safety car 5 times already, including this one now. So we've got a couple of guys going into the pits, changing tyres. Sickly Disc probably going to opt for the harder tyre. Yes, he's going to upgrade the other tyre. Dean also into the pits. Economics Berry also putting up the yellow tyres. Dean with soft tyres again. That is strange. And we've got Savas also changing wing. Bearded Llama also changing wing. He's going to come out first. Oh! No, that could have been a big incident in the pit lane. Wow. These guys are all going to try and get back up to the safety car now. No one has been lapped yet, but it does seem like the safety car is lagging. Whistler will be licking his lips now. He's behind Tamer Curve. Carrot in 3rd place. Carrot definitely making up a couple of spots. Notnats now with 8 spots gained. Oh, Weet-Bix actually on the hard tyre. That is actually interesting. And he didn't go into the pit, so he's definitely started with the hard tyre, so that's going to actually work in his favour. The longer he can, with the safety car stays out, the longer he can the longer he can drive before he has to pit, and that means he can probably do this in one stop without losing too much time. Let's see where he's back. Okay, so now we've got Carrot and Taylor Curve into the pits. So these guys are actually going to lose out now to Sickly Disc, Economic Berry. Everyone is just overtaking them now. Tamer Curve now dead last as Bearded Llama and Savas is already up to the back of the pack. So Tamer Curve is going to kick himself, because if you want to make a decision to come into the pits with the safety car, you need to do it when the safety car is announced. You can't go and drive behind the safety car and then for a lap and then go into the pits. Because everyone else, when they do the pits, the first lap or when the safety car is announced, they'll be coming out the pits almost full speed going around the track to catch to the back of the field again. And by that time, you that is in the lead will still be stuck behind the safety car. Carrot, Tamer Curve, that was not, oh my word, and we've got Carrot taking himself, oh my word, Carrot and Savas again in the mix of the action. What is happening? got no idea what happened there. We'll have to get some. I'm clueless. We'll have to get some video clips from that accident. I mean, behind the safety car and you lose your front wheels. That's just unfortunate. Sabas now with a 5-second penalty. Oh, talk about, who's that? Whistler with a 10-second penalty. Ooh, Gary, Skunkwoods, there goes your win. Ooh, and we've got Jake's also with a 5-second penalty. Where's these guys getting these penalties? That's actually green flag racing. These guys are racing for track position. We've got Gary and Jake side by side. Woo! Exciting racing. Jake's with the medium tires on. So Whistler's going to have to already do 10-second gap for him because of his penalty. And the problem with that is he'll serve that 10-second penalty when he comes to change his tires. Let's see. Savas now finding himself up to 11th place. We will have, I think, Gary. Oh, and we've got 60. Oh, there's damage on the track. I think someone definitely got wing damage before that corner. It could have been sickly disc. It looks like he's a bit slow in the corners. And he's got Savas now overtaking him. Oh, this is going to be close coming into the hairpin. Savas looks like he's got it. Oh, almost running into the back of Dean. That's going to slow him down again and open up the gap for 60 disc to come past again. And it's not happening. And we've got the fastest lap flying around here. And Dean currently with the fastest lap. And what happened? Gary going into the pits. Why is Gary in the pits? Oh, the Gary's the one that lost a bit of wing there. Okay. We've got Whistler now with a 2-second gap over Jake's. Jake's is going to go far longer into this race before he needs to pit again. So Whistler needs to take full advantage of these soft tires if he is going to claim that 10-second gap. Well, it's in actual fact only a 5-second gap because Jake's himself also got a 5-second penalty. We've got Stanton just over a second behind Stanton, behind Korea. And then we've got Zunaid within striking distance of Whitpix as well. Wow, something is not finding it. Oh, we've got Raiku's son out of the race. Another virtual safety car this time. These guys need to slow down. You see, now this would be the perfect time to hit the pits. So these guys are under yellow flag conditions. Someone crossed Whistler went into the pits now. Whistler's in the pits. This is a crazy race, guys. Guys pitting at very strange times. Tamakov in... What? Woo, you guys have seen it everything now. The Tamakov in the pits again. But this is the guy that actually started the race on pole position. He's back out on the soft tires. And he's already did long. Let's quickly have a look here. He's already had 2 stops. So the guy that's actually making the best of this now is Jake's. Well, I can tell you guys, everyone in the top 4 will now be smiling. I'm going to jump on board with Economic Berry as he tries to get past. As he tries to get past the big picks now. And he manages to take Whitpix on the hairpin. As you guys can see, there's technically a bit of lag involved as well. But these guys are having a very difficult time overtaking in general. Free with the fastest lap, 1 minute 40. Well, Economic Berry now, the 1 minute 40.3. And then Savas Greece with the 1 minute 39.2. So the fast laps is flying in every lap now. The Economic Berry is now 1.8 seconds behind Notnats. Up to 2 seconds now. I'm going to change the intervals the details to what tires these guys are on. Makes it a bit easier as well. We've got Zumay putting up pressure on the back of Whitpix now. Less than a second, so he'll be able to get the DRS down the back straight. Let's see what happens here. The DRS is definitely much closer. Going up the inside. Oh! Whitpix is just very good on the brakes there. Managing to stay ahead of Zunade. Zunade's still got one more chance to go as they cross the start finish line, and they will be yellow flag in sector 3 again. But there will be DRS again. Oh, Gary Braden out of the session. He's probably just disconnected out of the race. Let's have a look. Zunade, I'm still unable to get past Whitpix. Tamer Curve now with the fastest lap. Guys, I'm just going to quickly add Gary back to the race. Not load shedding when get any notification that load shedding. Oh, we've got virtual safety car again. Let's see who heads into the pits. Who caused the virtual safety car? Tamer Curve is definitely making up. Oh, Whitpix is in the pits, that's why. Oh, Whitpix is the one that actually lost the front wing. That is why he's in the pits. Tamer Curve is still the fastest lap. He's trying to get back to the guys in front of him. So definitely the guys that's lost out the most will be Tamer Curve and Whistler. Whistler now on the back of Carrot. Let's see if Whistler can get past the Carrot here. And there's a good battle between the 10th place up to, you could say, in 5th place. All these guys are very close to each other. Let's see, Whistler will get the DRS on Carrot now. Very close to him. Not even opening the DRS yet. DRS is open now. He's going to go up the inside. Who's going to be last in the brakes? It looks to be like Whistler. Whistler takes it on the inside. Okay, so Skunker was just giving me very bad news here. I'm sort of feeling like I could ban him from the channel. I hope that's a joke, man. I would really cry if that's the truth. Telling me that my team, Manchester United, is trailing by 4 goals to 0. I really hope it's a joke. Okay, so it's still normal. Okay, that's good. As the game started, actually. Giving me a heart attack here, man. Okay, so now Whistler needs to catch up to the guys in front of him. He's over 1.8 seconds behind Savas now. But I have to say, between Savas and who's in 8th place and Zunaid that is in 5th place is less than a second gap between 4 cars. That's how it looks like. So let's see. I'm going to stay on board here with Dean as we go through this very long right-hander coming up to the back. It looks like Cycli Disc has got the run on Dean here. DRS is open now. The problem is both of them will be having DRS. And Cycli Disc is on the inside and it makes it look very easy. And Savas Grease trying to get some of the action as well on the outside of Dean. Woo! That's crazy stuff here. And Dean might lose another spot. Let's look. DRS open for all 3 of them again. This time Dean's staying ahead of Savas for now. And by this happening, Cycli Disc is now on the pursuit of Zunaid. This last 11 laps has gone past very quickly. Let's see who else is in a battle here. So the gap between first Jakes and Fourie in second is 4.3 seconds. And then it's another 4.1 seconds back from, and we've got a yellow flag in sector 2. I'm not seeing anything on the map. It could be any one of these 4 or 5 guys that's so close to each other, with Carrot at the back. It seems that I was losing a bit of sound there. The camera is very far away. Normally you'll hear the chopper, I believe. Let's see. A Cycli Disc now definitely in the slipstream. So he's going to open the DRS now. DRS open. He's catching. He's going up the inside of Zunaid and he's got him. Making it look very easy. Zunaid is not letting that go. Zunaid trying everything to stay on the outside of Cycli. Not managing to get it going. We've got Whistler and Dean, 2 teammates here. Also very close to each other. So it looks like Dean actually went into the pits. Yes. Dean is currently in the pits. Tamer Curve is now only 7 seconds behind Savas Grease. Make it 5 seconds. Oh, Savas into the pits and make 10 laps on these soft tires. Oh, as I join on Carrot, he goes wide onto the grass. Skunkworks know these cars are not equally performance. they are actually put on realistic performance. So if you see Jakes from the Toro Rosso winning the race, that means he is pretty good at the game. So yeah, what we've done is the guys, we chose 10 captains, and these 10 captains then chose their own teammates. Well, the 10 captains is basically all the fast guys. So then what happens is, we did a random draw for the first race. Then after the first race, for the next 4 races, the car was given according to the team standings. So the team with the lowest points were then in the Ferrari. Second lowest points was in the Merc. And then the guys with the most points will then be in the Alpha or the Williams. So because I'm streaming this race, the Williams is taken out of consideration. Gomez, how are you doing, man? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So yeah, that's how it's working, and so far we're seeing very good racing, and the championship is still... Okay, well, Jakes and his teammate is leading the championship at this stage. But with Jakes' teammate not picking up points today, Jakes would want to win this race so he can keep his lead growing. The team that can make the most of this is Worcester's team in McLaren for today. And so far they're finding themselves in 6th and 10th place, which is not good for them. Okay, 60 Disc is now on the back of Notnet. Let's see if he can get past into 4th place. 60 Disc has had a couple of very bad... Well, according to this game, we did a bunch of testing, and the Ferrari is definitely better on this game. And we've got my commentating buddy actually joining the race now. I'm just going to invite him. Okay, so I've invited to the party. He has just joined. Boosted, how you doing, man? How's it going? Good. Thanks for joining, man.
Yeah, I'm like a guest commentator.
Yes. So yeah, we already in lap 14 here, and we've just had Cycli Disc pass Stanton here for 4th place. I was busy explaining to Gary that according to what we've tested in the game, the Ferrari is the fastest on the game. Don't know why, we don't know how, but that was how the test came out too.
Yeah.
And yeah, the slowest, no surprise with the Williams.
The Datsun.
the Datsun, as we call it in the group.
Yeah.
How are you doing, man?
I'm good. Got some personal stuff going on, but I'm in.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Made an effort. Yeah. Let's see. Jakes.
Okay, so we've lost Gary.
ORLSA, how was the start of the race?
Well, the start of the race was hectic. We had Bearded Llama and Savas Grease actually taking each other out from the starting grid. So, yeah, so it was a hectic race. I see, well, Gary Braden's AI is still going around the track, but he is unable to go out further. Savas now way at the back in 12th place, just over a second behind Weekwood.
Yes.
Just the closest battle. And we've got
I'm struggling to...
Are you at least in the game now?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I see, was it not net 69 running wide there and the chase? Whistler.
Yeah, well, he's trying to catch up to the back of Whistler again. But the guy that's making the moves now is Sickly Disc. He went up from, I think it was like 3 or 4 laps ago, 3 laps ago. He was down in 11th place and he's currently in 4th place. So he's definitely, he's making up the gaps now.
He's showing what that map can do.
Yes, and you can actually see...
Besides, he needs to get some points. Him and his teammates get more 1 point.
Yeah, so the problem was they had a very bad start at Australia, and then in Bahrain, it just went from bad from Australia to very worse race for them as a team. You can actually see
way out in front of him.
Yeah, he's got a very good gap. The Sickly Disc is actually making up time in every corner.
Let's see, I'm going to pay attention to him. Catching Berry.
Yes, he is definitely catching Berry. And we've got Zunaid. Looks like he's catching up to the back of Notnets here. It's Notnets starting to struggle with the tyres. Will be an interesting factor if that is the case. Well, we've also got 2 safety cars. No, it was 1 safety car and 2 virtual safety cars in this race so far. So yeah, it's been a bit of a hectic one.
Reiko-san.
He lost it in the just the corner just before the back straight. He lost it on the exit of the corner, and he found the wall very hard.
Are you watching this battle between Zunaid? Because he's right on the back of Nats.
I'm actually on that battle now. I'm looking at him as they come up to the back straight. The DRS now. Can he get close enough though? 0.2 seconds. He goes up the inside. Who's going to be latest on the brakes? Zunaid has got it done.
Nice.
I think Not Nats is having some tyre issues. He's done 15 laps on that tyre. If he was too hard, he will definitely be struggling now. 13th place, is definitely struggling. I think Whitwick's actually also had a hard time for very long on the first stint, and he was also struggling. So I don't think the hard is actually a good option, because they only start getting good times from around, let's say on this track it will probably be around 18 to 20 laps of racing, and by that time you've already lost more than 20 seconds of it. Losing. Well, I have to say, I think Economic Berry actually saw that Sickly Disc was catching him up, so he's upped his pace now, and they are actually matching each other through the previous lap and a half. Because the gap has stayed at 5.3 and 5.5 for the entire lap.
Just a good race for me. 6 seconds. Pulling a gap now, so it's definitely a time issue.
Yeah, no, I believe definitely with tyres. I think Notnets needs to come in and just go for the mediums again, do another 16 to 18 laps, and then maybe finish the race off with soft tyres. But I mean, that's also going to be another 20 laps that he needs to do then on those tyres. Will he be able to do it with the tyre wear that he's experiencing on the mediums? I don't think it could be possible, but let's see what happens. I think the best for him is actually to stay out a couple more laps, get to lap 20, then do another 20 lap stint on mediums, and then do a 16 lap stint at the end with the soft.
I agree.
We've got Tamer Curve now 3.9 seconds behind Carrot. But I think both of them is also coming to a place where they need to stop soon, because Tamer Curve's already done 12 laps on these soft tires.
What is the pit stop window here?
Well, the thing is, from the start when the safety car came out, there was guys going into the pits as soon as the safety car came out. There was guys coming into the pits the lap after, so the pit strategies is way confusing now. So we will see after everyone is coming to the pits to see more or less where they are and where they'll probably end up and so on.
We were talking about Sickly this time earlier. I'm just watching Whistler behind him. He seems to be taking like 2 tenths out of Sickly all the time. It's gone from 2 seconds to 1.5.
As it's back up to 1.7 now. So yeah, let's definitely look and see. Okay, so you've got Tamer Curve that's already done 2 stops. And Dean as well done 2 stops. And Sabas also the 3 guys with 2 stops next to their names. And then you've got Junaid, Notnats, Fury and Jake's the only ones that hasn't pitted yet. And we've got actually Whitpix and Savas Grease fighting it out to 11th place here. Both of them in the Haas.
Oh, let's hope it's nothing like the real answer.
Yeah, let's hope so. Well, in
The
terms
last
of...
thing you want to see is the two of them take each other out.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, if it's not having rear tire grip issues, as long as they don't take each other out. Let's see. There's actually a blue flag there for Gary Brandon as he gets lapped again by Woodpix and Savas Grease. I believe Tamer Curve is also starting to struggle on the soft tires. He was catching Carrot up to a lap and a half ago, and you can actually see he's going backwards now. Gap is up
See,
to 4.8 seconds now.
She's also watching the stream. Says you must put the game volume a bit softer or your mic a bit up.
Okay, so the game volume a bit softer. Okay. Noted. Okay, that should be better.
Netflix in the pits.
There's Wheatbix in the pits. Oh yes, I can see him
Yeah,
putting up on soft tires.
Pits on this.
That's a strange one.
It is a strange one.
I would have gone with the mediums.
Sickly's pulled that gap a bit over Whistler.
Oh yeah, it's up to 2.4 seconds now. And also the gap between Sickly and Economic Barriers hovering there between 3 and 2 seconds now. Been like that for a couple of laps now. I just started lap 21 out of 56. Oh, so Skunkworks, you managed to watch the entire... Well, did you watch both seasons or only the first one so far? I have to say, I started watching it Friday night. I couldn't stop watching till Saturday when I finished season 2. So yeah, it was actually good to see the backstories of what's happening inside the teams. So yeah, I can't wait for the end of this year to come so you can see what drama this year threw at the teams. Okay, so we've got Notnats in the pits, putting up soft tires. So he's going to do a middle stint of about 16 laps. I think these front four is also going to come into the pit shortly. We've got Fourie gaining on Jakes. The gap is now on the dot 4 seconds. Yeah, definitely Skunkworth. It was one of the well, if you're talking about what is the correct words? Okay, thanks for keeping me updated, and I hope it's a goal for United. I'll definitely catch the highlights, especially now that you say that one of the or that the left back has actually scored a screamer of a goal. That's good. It's good.
I'd actually be happy if Rooney scores a goal against us.
Oh, Rooney! I forgot Rooney is actually playing against for Derby this year.
Yeah, I'm not so sure if this soft player is the best option.
I don't think. Yeah, well, Stanton or Notnats had to actually go for the mediums, but he's probably just making sure he can get to the end of the race.
So Nade's pitting.
Okay, so he's made in the pit. I believe
Just looking for a set of softs.
Yeah, I see Economic Berry is just definitely caught up on Fourie. I don't know if Fourie might have made a mistake, because Fourie lost 0.3, 0.4 of a second over Jakes, and that exact time was made up by Economic Berry. So it could be that Fourie ran wide a bit, lost a bit of time. And Wheatbix with the fastest lap, 1 minute 37.7. Oh, and we've actually got Sickly Disc now within 1.7 seconds of Economic Berry. The gap is definitely closing down.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Tamer Curve will be very disappointed with himself. He went from first up to 7th. He'll definitely not be happy with himself.
The Tamer Curve was on pole.
Yes, he was on pole. Did a stunning lap to put himself on pole. I think it was almost a second faster than the closest guys to him. So yeah, if he can put in qualifying laps for the rest of the race, he could make back that time, but I don't think it's going to be possible.
Except that it's getting very close now.
Tamer Curve is now 55 seconds behind the leader.
Jeez.
The task and a half to actually try and catch back. Well, he's only 5 seconds behind Notnats now, but Notnats is on the soft tyre. Nade is also, it's only 2 seconds ahead of Notnats. So that's going to become a battle to watch soon.
Yeah, I'm watching Sickly Disc. He might just get DRS coming
I
out
just
of
want to
the
say now he's within 0.6 of a second now, coming into the long right-hander.
Definitely going to get DRS.
See if I can jump on board on the TV pod. Oh, you guys can see live action very close to each other. On the inside. And he gets the move done, but Economic Berry is not letting him go. On the outside, whoo, this is getting way too close. Now Economic Berry is going to have the DRS on a Sickly Disc. And we've got Jakes actually in the pits. Another 32 laps to go.
Looks like Berry's starting to struggle as well.
Yeah, no, I think that's the reason why the Sickly Disc could catch up.
Sickly made it look easy.
Yeah, he definitely made it look, and now it's already over a second behind him, so there's no way he can get back into the DRS zone. So Jake still comes out and he's got a 14-second gap in front of him with nice and clear air. Ooh, sickly disc, almost losing it on the curbs. Wheatpix coming around in 12th place, 6 seconds behind Tamer Curve. Tamer Curve is only 1.9 seconds behind Notnats here. It looks like that gap is growing up to 2 seconds, headed back down to 1.9 seconds. So the yo-yo effect between these two. And it looks like Zunaid is doing a fantastic job on the Red Bull. It's currently keeping that gap to 4.5 seconds back to Notnats, both on the same tyre.
Jake Spitted came out in 5th, put in a set of mediums.
I will probably see Farid and Sickly Disc putting the next lap or so. Savas is now 1.2 seconds behind Dean. And Jakes is even closing the gap between himself and Whistler. And Whistler was actually the one who started in, I think it was 3rd position, if I can remember correctly.
So Nat's right on the back of Tamer.
Oh yeah, so that's actually a position change because Notnats was in front of Tamer Curve.
Yeah.
The previous lap, so I wonder if Notnats made a mistake. On board here with Tamer Curve, and you can definitely see he is leaving Notnats behind him in the dust.
Yeah.
Oh, and we've got Savas Grease now 0.5 seconds behind Dean, trying to go for the inside of the hairpin. Jake's with the fastest lap at 137.2. Coming over the start-finish line, we've still got Savas behind Dean. DRS open, but I don't think he'll be able to get past on the short straight. Struggling with the Haas behind the McLaren. The Jakes has closed that gap to Economic Berry to 1 second. Okay, we've actually got a change. Whistler actually also got past. Oh, and we've got a small touch almost there from Savas on Dean. And thank you, Igalo, with another goal. That is good. I was saying to the guys, maybe United can pull his career back on track, and so far so good. But we've got Savas now past Dean. I can't believe that he actually did it on that small straight. But heading up to the back straight, he is almost a second ahead of Dean. Dean will have DRS, but it will not be good enough. And we've got Free in the pits. Jake's coming across the line now. Oh, and we've got Carrot now with a 5-second penalty. Okay, so we still got Free in behind Jake's. The gap is now over 5 seconds. And Sickly Disc still making those tires work for him. Is he going to try and go for 30 laps here?
I'm not too sure if it's
I don't think it will
a
be.
good move.
I don't think it will be possible, but if he can, it will be good for him. He can probably get away with just one more stop then, where the others will definitely have to stop again. Well, yeah, they'll definitely have to stop because Jake started on the medium, swapped over to another set of mediums. We've actually got Savas trying another move here. He is within 0.7 seconds of Carrot. Carrot also with very old tires. Gap is now 0.5 seconds.
Well, let's see if Carrot can puff up his shoulders a bit on the straight.
Yeah, let's see
his
what.
car as wide as possible.
Let's see if the two Ferrari motors against each other. Savas with the DRS open. Savas up the inside. Oh, Carrot late on the brakes, managing to still keep ahead of Savas there. And we've got Dean with the penalty. And Sickly Disc coming into the pits, coming out again with medium tires. And we've also got Economic Berry now with the move that no one was expecting. Was he's coming out on the hard tires, so he's going to have a difficult 2 or 3 laps just to get those temperatures in those tires. But he can then go to the end of the race. So if he can start getting the heat in and he can do good lap times, he will be in for a good chance. He's got Savas Grease now 0.6 of a second behind him. So the gap between Whistler at the front and Jake's in second is now just shy of 10 seconds. Whistler can, if he can do another 8 or so laps, that would be phenomenal for him to only do one more stop.
Dean right in the back of Garrett.
Another battle. All 4 of these guys are close to each other. Different strategies, but they are very close to each other. We've got Dean going for the inside. No, he's pulling out. Oh, that was so close. Dean now, not even a half. Okay, and we've got Carrot going straight. Oh! He went straight. He even missed the pit entry. He went straight into the barrier. That's going to cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, that's going to cost him a lot of time.
We've got Zunaid and Tamer Curve close to each other.
Tamer Curve just overtook him.
Okay, that's good. Tamer Curve trying to get himself back into racing.
It looks like a team order, that, eh?
It could be. It could be. I won't be surprised if it is. We've got still Savas behind Economic Berry now, 0.5 of a second. And we've got Sickly Disc actually catching up to the back of Ferrari. The gap is only 1.8 seconds now as they come into the back straight.
Should be an interesting battle if he catches him. Ferrari's not going to give up that easily.
No, Ferrari is a very hard driver. He's definitely going to make that Reynolds as wide as possible. Jake's with another 3-second penalty. And Jake's has actually closed the gap on Whistler by almost 2 seconds now. And the gap between Jake's in second place and Ferrari in third is also 7 seconds. Sickly Disc with the fastest lap, 136.6. Is just over a second away from Ferrari now. Skunk was saying again, he loves these names. Like I said, I'll definitely want to find out how the guys got to their gamer tags. What is the backstory behind the name? Cyclidis now 0.6 seconds. He's catching him every corner. Economic Barrier is now 9 seconds behind this battle. The full 23 seconds, or it was 23 seconds behind the leader. So that is a pit stop basically for Whistler. But if Berry can get those tires working for him, he'll definitely be in a very good
right
seat.
in the back of Fourie.
Yeah, I see the DRS is open now. Oh, Fourie also got DRS.
Yeah.
How did Fourie get DRS?
Thanks to Gary's.
Oh,
AI.
okay. I didn't see them overtake the AI there. Okay, that makes sense now. I was wondering how did he get DRS? Coming over the line. Let's see. Still 0.4 of a second. DRS open for Cyclidis. He's not going to get close enough in the first corner. He's going to have to wait for the back straight again. But Fourie is definitely not making it easy for him to overtake. And we've actually got Savas and Economic Berry. Savas getting past Economic Berry now. Economic Berry definitely playing the long game here. Just trying to get those tires to last to the end of the race, which they'll probably do without any issues. But to get them up to speed is a job and a half.
I feel like Cycli's putting a lot into the tires very early on.
Well,
As
he'll
I see him
definitely
sliding all
have
over the
to
show.
pit again, so he's probably going to try and push till lap 41, 42, and then come in for a final stint on the softs.
DRS now.
He's much closer this time. He goes up the inside, side by side. Oh, he actually passes him on the straight. The Merc has definitely got some straight line speed. We've got Fourie not letting it go very easily, trying to battle back. And we've got Whistler finally into the pit on lap 32. I wonder if Whistler has used all the tires, because he's definitely, that is now his second pit, so I'm wondering, I can't remember what tire he actually started the race on. And so far still Cyclidis with the fastest lap. And Fourie with the most spots gained. And then we've got Skunkworks here rooting for Whistler still. Whistler's still got a chance, but he's gonna, like I said, it depends on what tire that he starts on. If he started on the medium tires, he's gonna have a tough time to get up where he
Whistler needs
wants
to stop eating before driving.
Stop drinking, I believe is the correct term. Their
It's
team
not good
name
for
is
athletes.
Drunken Masters. So maybe he had a bit too much to drink, but I think he did start on the softer tire. If that's the case, he's definitely in with a good chance of getting some good points over Jake's here. But they definitely, Team Drunken Masters needs to gain some points on Jake's team. But Jake's currently checker flag racing with the most points currently. And with a good gap of over 20 points with only 2 races done. So yeah, that's definitely... Whistler and Dean will definitely want to capitalize on Raikkonen not finishing this race.
But Dean in the pits.
Okay, we catch the action as Dean leaves the pit.
So Nate pitting again after only 11 laps on the soft.
Yeah, I think the softs can't really go that long, but he's making a good change now. He leaves it with 23 laps to do on the medium tires, which is definitely possible. Yeah, the guys were doing earlier 26, 27 laps. I think Whistler was even pushing to 30 laps. So it's definitely possible. And Zunaid comes out between the Battle of Carrot and who's this? And Whitpix. He falls in right behind Whitpix now. No, his name's actually Whitplex. German, or is he actually from Netherlands? I can't remember now. But it's very close to each other, so let's see. I don't think Whitpix will need to pit again. Carrot definitely doesn't need to pit again. And Economic Berry is now in the back of Savas Grease. Savas is going to have to come in soon. Savas can still do another 5 laps or so. Savas can play the easy game here and try and do another 5 to 6, maybe 7 laps. Then you can actually just come in for soft tires and try and go for the fastest lap. But it looks like Berry has got these hard tires working for him now. He's managing to get the gaps closed down. I actually want to change time to the leader, and as you can see, Economic Berry is only 20 seconds behind the leader. So if Jakes had to pit now, he's definitely going to come out behind Economic Berry, so that will definitely work in Berry's favor. Let's see what happens to the end of the race.
I'm just watching a battle between Carrot, Whitpix and Zunaid.
A 3-way battle there at the back.
3-way battle, yeah.
Zunaid with the more fresher tires. Carrot on the hard tire. Carrot currently in the lead of this trio. With Whitpix now trying to close the gap. He's less than a second, so it's within DRS range. They come over the second sector marker on the back straight now. Let's see if he can get DRS.
Yeah, Carrot will get DRS from Gary's again.
Oh yes, like that is so unfortunate for Whitpix here. Oh, he didn't get DRS from Gary.
Oh, he didn't.
Gary's AI is just stuck in the middle of nowhere there. These three still very close to each other.
Gary's AI actually benefited Zunaid.
Oh yes, I see.
There's the gap slightly. Carrot with a mistake there.
The hard tires is going to be understeering a lot into the corners, especially after the fast straights. Let's see who else is in the battle, but we still got Economic Berry right behind Savas Grease, and then we've got a surprise here actually of Sickly Disc catching up to the back of Jakes here. The gap's only 3.7 seconds now.
Gee, it was 9.
At one stage, yes. I just want to quickly check what the... okay, so I can actually see the tires here. Whistler can definitely go to the end of the race. He started on the soft tire. So who's going to have to pit still? Jakes needs to pit again. He's done 2 sets on the mediums. Sickly can go to the end. Free needs to pit again. So it's looking good for Economic Berry to get a podium position here.
Whitpix gets DRS down the back straight on Carrot. Dives down the inside, makes it look easy. Very late on the brakes.
Oh, and Carrot running
And Carrot
very
went wide as
wide.
well. And there's Zunaid can capitalize.
Let's see if Zunaid can get DRS. Almost looked like he wheelied his car across the curb there. He definitely got DRS, but so does Carrot. Yeah, I just want to quickly check what the incidence is looking like. So we've got Savas with a 5-second penalty, Whistler with 10 seconds, and Jakes with 5 seconds. So I'm not sure if they could have taken those time penalties during their pit times. And then we've got Carrot also with a 5-second. Dean with a 3-second penalty. Jakes with a 3-second penalty for track limits. Dean another 3 seconds. So it looks like Sickley and Jakes both with 3-second penalty. But as we said, Jakes needs to pit again as well.
Yeah.
And Economic Berry needs to look at those penalties, because currently he can still finish ahead of Jakes when Jakes makes his second pit. And Economic Berry is just keeping that gap at 21 seconds now between himself and Jakes. Tamer Curve also going to have to pit again. I can't see these tyres lasting another 20 laps. Already done 20 laps on the set of mediums that he is currently on.
So now gets DRS. Across the finish line. Carrot's also got DRS.
That's the problem. The Carrot was also on DRS. Let's see. So far, Woodpix, he got past Carrot, but he's not capitalizing on that. He's not pulling a gap.
Not pulling
on
away, yeah.
Can't see closest. The Sickley disc has got that gap down to 2 seconds now.
It's under 2 seconds.
Oh,
1.9.
1.9 seconds now.
I think you should keep your eye on that battle up front.
Let's jump. Oh, you can actually see Jakes in front of him now. It's 1.6 seconds now. As they come at the beginning of the sector 2.
I think that's a problem for Ash. As when he joins next, if Sickley just takes the victory, he's going to have to sit in the Williams. So now he gets DRS, goes on the inside of Carrot, makes it look easy.
Zunaid currently into the points.
Carrot's struggling with his hard. Zunaid runs wide, Carrot comes back.
Oh, crazy stuff. We've got Sickley Dis now 1.1 second behind Jake, so he's definitely on the move.
Battle's going left, right, and center here.
Yes, I'm still wondering if Sickley Disc will be able to make it to the end of this race with those or with those medium tires. He's already done 10 laps.
That's what I said earlier, he's pushing that tires very hard.
18 laps to go. If he can get in front of Jakes, and let's say both of them go pit at the same time, he'll definitely have the upper hand on the soft tires. But let's see what happens. 0.9 of a second. They've got Carrot now 0.3 seconds. Carrot actually gone past Zunaid again. Zunaid will be in the DRS zone coming onto the back straight. Let's see. Well, it's 0.9 seconds. He made a huge mistake with it that far back now. And he opens the DRS. At least he's got DRS. It will bring him closer to the back of Carrot, but he won't have a chance to overtake. And we've got Sickley Disc now 0.6 seconds behind Jakes as they come up to the back straight. So this will definitely give Sickly Disc DRS on board here. And we've got Dean with another 3-second penalty. And Jakes has actually got that Toro Rosso set up perfectly for the straight. You couldn't even see that Sickly Disc caught up onto him on that back straight.
He knew somewhere in this race he's going to have a Mercedes behind him.
Most probably, yes. Let's see what's happening here. Sickly Disc getting very close around the corners. You can actually see the gap close physically. And then you've still got the battle between Zunaid and Carrot happening. Only 17 laps of the race remaining.
Gary's AI coming into the middle of things again. So Sickly knows he's got to get close, he's got to get a good exit out of this corner. Otherwise he's not going to have a chance of taking Jakes on the straight. No, he runs a bit wide, doesn't get a good exit. Won't be able to take Jakes here.
Yeah, no, definitely won't be able to.
The pressure.
You can definitely see that Sickly Disc is putting a lot of pressure on Jakes, but due to Jakes setting up his setup for that long straight, you can definitely see Sickly is not getting close enough.
Yeah, I think he just needs to be patient.
Around the corners you can actually see the Merc is so much faster.
Takes him that Toro Rosso so smooth around every single corner.
Now you can definitely see that Toro Rosso is quick on the straights.
Yeah, so let's see if we can get a good exit here.
Skunkwork saying Germans know how to make a car. The Italians as well, man. The Italians as well. Okay, it looks like he's getting closer this time around. Not close enough. Going on the outside. But now he's going to be wide on the outside, and Sickly Disc takes the inside. Now it's going to be on the outside of the final corner. Who's going to have the bigooness? And it's Sickly Disc coming out on top here. Woo, now Jakes with the DRS, but now Jakes is going to lose out during the corners. And that gap back to third place now is 10 seconds. Whistler, I have to say, at this stage, the guy looking at a win now is actually Whistler. I'm just going to quickly jump back to the tire situation. And as you guys can see, Whistler started on the softs and he's currently running on the mediums. He can go to the end of the race without pitting again. And he's only like 12, 13 seconds behind the leaders. So he's the one smiling at this stage, looking at the opportunity to win here. No Economic Berry now with a 3-second penalty. Let's see what the time back is to Economic Berry is now 26 seconds. I believe if Jakes comes into the pits now, he will come out ahead of Economic Berry. And Fourie, on the other hand, could end up behind Berry, and even Tamer Curve is, well, Tamer Curve needs to go pits again. There's no way he can do another 14 laps on that set of mediums that he's currently on.
And definitely he needs to pit.
Yeah, he's already done 24 laps. He should have actually went to the hard
Whistler's getting very
tires.
close to Fourie.
I'm watching that now, and well, like I said, Whistler is now looking like the one that's going to win this race. This is going to be an interesting final couple of laps, and we've got yellow flags around sector 2. So is it just someone that went wide? I believe it could just be. No, we've got.
Just spun off.
Oh, we've got Wheatpigs with. Does look like he's definitely got wing damage. Oh, that's going to cost him a lot. So he can actually go now. It's 13 laps to the end of the race. He can put on the soft tires and see if he can grab that fastest lap.
No pressure. He's building up a nice gap.
And Sickly Disc is opening up the gap now, 2.5 seconds now. And Whistler still on the back of Fourie now as they come up to the back straight here. Whistler should have DRS. Let's see what the speed difference is between the McLaren and the Renault. You can
Has a look, a little bit.
You can see he's closing the gap, but not quick enough to actually challenge for the position.
But he jumped into the pits.
Yes, Fourie is in the pits. Okay, so this is now 12 laps remaining of the race. He's putting on the soft tires. He'll definitely go to the end now. But now the question is, will he be able to catch up to the back of Economic Berry before the end of the 12 laps?
Tamer's done 26 laps in that mediums.
Yeah, Tamer's definitely going to have to come into the pits at some stage. I have to say, Tamer Curve is still catching up to the back of Economic Berry. He's only 4.5 seconds away. Now Fourie on fresh tires is only 2.3 seconds behind Tamer Curve. Oh! Tamer Curve running into the back of Gary. Was that Gary? I just want to make sure it was Gary and not Stanton. No, it was definitely not Nat. It was definitely Gary. Tamer Curve will not be happy with that. He's got a lot of damage now. Is the Red Bull the cursed car this season around? Every season within the Formula 1 of ORLSA, we've had that bogey car. And so far, it looks like it is the Red Bull for this season. Oh, did he get a penalty for this? Oh, that is unfortunate. He's just dropping down the order now. He should be able to come out in front of Carrot. Savas finding himself in 6th place. Dean running around in 7th. Nice and easily. I have to say, Sikli, since he's passed Jakes, has just put up a nice gap. Now up to 4.6 seconds. Whitbig's now with the fastest lap, 1 minute 36.2, as I expected. Close enough battle. This stage, no one. But Whitbig's catching up to the back of Danton now. Oh, we got Dean overtaking Gary at the first corner, almost taking himself out there. Carrot again with another 5-second penalty. Jakes would be looking at, not Jakes, Zunaid will be looking at that and hoping he can catch up to Carrot, because the gap is currently 4.6 seconds. Dean now 14 seconds behind Savas. And as I predicted, Fourie is currently catching onto the back of Economic Berry. Jake's in the pits actually, giving Whistler second place with a gap of 14 seconds now to Siklidisk. If I was Siklidisk, I would definitely pit the next lap. And we've got Fourie with the fastest lap. He's only 1.4 seconds behind Economic Berry now.
Yeah, so you're right. It looks like Whistler's in the best position here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Gary, or Skunkworks, you got it spot on here. With Whistler might be able to win this race. And Tamer Curve now with the fast lap, 1 minute 34.1. Let's look at the fastest laps. Definitely Tamer Curve with a 2-second gap over the rest of the guys in terms of the fastest lap. That's exciting stuff. Let's see, he's only 10 seconds behind Dean, so if he can do 2 seconds a lap on Dean, it's going to be 5 laps and he's on the back of him. And we've got Fourie having DRS over Economic Berry, going up the inside. Oh, pulling out at the last second there. Getting closer and closer every meter in the race. 0.2 as they head into the first corner. Actually got Notnats 0.8 seconds behind Wheatpix, but I think Wheatpix was the one overtaking there. The battle is very close. You still got Jakes running around in 3rd place. He's only 9 seconds behind Whistler, so if he can also, if he can be a couple of seconds a lap faster, he'll be on the back of Whistler in no time.
Yeah. It's gonna be a very interesting finish to this race.
It's going to be very interesting. If I was Sickly Disc, I would have come into the pits now. Because then
Yeah,
a Sickly
rather
Disc
do it
can
early,
be...
don't leave it too late.
Yeah, because this stage, Jakes is just making up time on Whistler. The gap is now got to 24 seconds, and we've got Fourie on the inside of Economic Berry going into the hairpin, and we've got Fourie running wide. Economic Berry coming back at him. Oh, on the main straight. Fourie on the outside, they touch wheels. Woo, this is getting very close. And Sickly Disc needs to pit the end of this lap. There's no way.
And in the meantime, Savas Grease is closing the gap on both of them.
We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. I'm not seeing anything on the map. Okay, we've got Fourie past Economic Berry. And as you say, Savas Grease is just catching onto the pair of them. Timer curve only 8 seconds behind Dean currently. Let's see. And Sickly Disc staying out yet another lap. Is Sickly, does he need to pit again? I'm not sure. Sickly doesn't need to, he doesn't need to pit again. Is he trying to go to the end of the race?
Oh, he can.
Yeah, he can definitely go to the end of this race. So at this stage, Whistler, it looks like he can grab second place with Jakes in third place. Oh, this is going to be interesting. 6 laps remaining. The Merc does look strong in Skunkworks. Definitely not going to lie there. I think with a Sickly Disc bad mojo in the first 2 races, he'll definitely take this win with open arms. But Whistler still currently in second place, and Jake's only 6 seconds behind Whistler now. And who is this in the Alpha? Is this Economic Berry? No, it's not. It is Carrot. Right behind Whistler, trying to unlap himself from Whistler. He'll get the DRS on the back straight.
Silver screen, listen now, off a second on the Berry.
Oh, going up the inside. As I jump on the action there, he almost ran into the back of Berry. Berry almost made that one stop strategy work for him. Yeah, Sickly Disc has definitely got a very good lead now. And Economic Berry going back at it at Savas. An epic battle between these two now. And we still got Jakes closing down on the back of Whistler. Can Whistler make those tires last a couple more laps? The problem is that the soft tires are going to start losing a lot of performance, and then it's going to be basically equal lap times that these guys will be setting. So Jakes needs to use those tires while it's still fresh.
So the drop-off is quite high.
Savas is still trying to get past Economic Berry in the slipstream again. DRS open down the main or the back straight. This time Economic Berry closing the inside, running a bit wide, still keeping it on the middle of the road. And Savas just has to slot in right behind him. Going over the line, looks like Savas will be having the best line now. Woo, these two weaving all over the place. Savas going for the inside, getting the overtake done, and Berry is having none of it. Is fighting back all the way. Savas running a tad wide onto the curb. Berry trying to go for the inside again. This is going to be interesting as they get to the back straight. Who's going to be better on the DRS? But Jake's now 2.8 seconds behind Whistler. Economic Berry within a half a second of Savas. 0.6 as they head up to the back straight. If Economic Berry wants that 5th place, he'll have to do the best he can down the straight. DRS open, but he's way too far back. Savas braking nicely, taking the apex of the hip and just managing to spread his legs at the front. And Jakes is now 2.1 seconds behind Whistler. Whistler needs to finish ahead of Jakes just to close that championship standings down. Well, Jakes will definitely, the lowest he'll get will be 3rd. But the problem is, will Whistler be able to hold off Jakes in these last 3 laps? Yeah, you heard right, only 3 laps remaining. And Sickley does run the life of his tires. 25 laps now. Let's see if he can manage to keep that 15-second gap going still. Now we've got Tamer on the back of Dean here. 0.7 seconds. They're coming to the end of sector 2 now. Tamer and Zunaid currently in the point for the Red Bull team. Tamer now with DRS. Opens the DRS.
United 3-0 up.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Igal with another goal.
Oh, nice. Tamer curve up the inside of Dean and they make contact, but not too much. Dean is definitely not letting go of that the 7th place, but Tamer curve has gone past. I'm going to jump on board with Jakes. Jakes now within a half a second of Whistler here. Whistler's going to have to battle hard to keep that 3rd or that 2nd place that he currently
I don't see that
has.
happening with Jakes' straight line speed.
Oh yes, I forgot about the straight line speed. Let's see, he goes up to activate the DRS now. Whistler defending up the inside. Who's going to be last on the brakes? Side by side coming into the final corner. Jakes grabs 2nd place from Whistler. Whistler can take it back. DRS open. on the main straight. And Whistler's going to take it back. Whistler takes it back. Fighting side by side. Woo! Free with another 3-second penalty. Woo! Whistler closing the door. Whistler's definitely not gonna let Jakes pass that easily. It's a very good battle between these two guys. They've had their rivalry going for a long time now. Tamer Curve now only 15 seconds behind Economic Berry, but he'll definitely not be able to make that time up with 2 laps remaining.
There's a battle for 10th place going on as well.
Oh, I see.
A battle for second and a battle for 10th.
Between Wheatpix and Carrot. We've got Jakes again opening up the DRS. Oh, was that a bit of a late move from Whistler there? Came across to defend the inside. Jakes having to slow down. Jakes will have another opportunity. DRS open. Both of them. No. Unfortunately, I was looking at the wrong one. But Jakes not getting able to to catch up to the back of Whistler. Oh, and he lets Whistler go through the first corner. Was that acknowledgement of a mistake he has made? Well, Whistler needs to stay close to Jakes. I believe Jakes still got a penalty, and we've got Carrot actually trying to unlap himself from Whistler here. I'm going to jump on board with a sickly disc as he comes.
I think Carrot should have bailed out of that one. He's getting involved in the top 2 fight here.
Yeah, he shouldn't actually do that. But the problem is, he's got... Okay, wait. I'm going to stick with a sickly disc as he comes to the final couple of corners to finish the race. A fantastic drive from him to win the race. Coming through the hairpin now, second last corner. Getting up to the last corner now. Well done, sickly disc. Going over the line, taking his first win. Well done. And we've got Jakes now with a 1.4 second gap over Whistler. Wheatpig's actually just settling for 11th place. He doesn't want to get involved with the top 2 battle. And Whistler crossing the line in 3rd place. I just want to see what everyone's penalties is going to be like. And Fury coming over the line in 4th place. So Fury actually dropping down to 5th due to penalties. Economic Berry finishing the race in 6th place. Tamer Curve will be disappointed from starting the race on pole position, down all the way in 7th place, and Dean in 8th. What an exciting race.
Yeah, it was very exciting.
We had battles the entire time, people being on different strategies. That was exciting.
Problem with this is we have a job to do next week.
Yeah, we definitely have. We definitely have.
So now we're looking very bad and sitting with 0 points.
Well, I believe the Ferrari of Bearded Llama also having no points. Also having a very tough race again. And there you guys can see it. Sickly Disc with the win. Oh, Whistler actually with a 10-second penalty. Almost dropping him down to 4th place. Well done to Savas with no penalties. Zunaid and Wheatpix also no penalties. Well done to you guys.
Anyway,
And
Mr.
the
Iceman,
guys
it's
at
been
the
a
bottom not
pleasure.
finishing. Yes, thank you so much for joining, man. We can't wait for our next
Not a problem.
one.
Hopefully I'll be better prepared for the next one.
Well, our race next week need to be
Yeah, no.
we need to practice a bit. It's going to be a tough race. But yeah, guys,
Yeah,
from myself,
it'll be tough.
Iceman, and Boosted here in commentary with me, thank you guys for joining us. And we'll catch you guys again in due time. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.